Brother Thee and his dragon obsession. A long time ago in ancient China, there lived a nobleman named Brother Thee. He lived in a grand mansion with tall red walls, fancy golden gates, and the biggest collection of dragon decorations in all the kingdom. Brother Yi was famous for loving dragons. His house had dragon paintings on every wall. His clothes had dragons embroidered in gold and silver thread. His dishes, chopsticks, and teacups all had dragon patterns. Even his roof tiles were shaped like tiny dragon heads. When guests visited him, he would proudly flex and say, "Look at this dragon vase. Isn't it beautiful? Did you know this pillow has the tail of a dragon sewn on it? I just added a golden dragon door knocker. Awesome, eh?" Everyone around him nodded and smiled. Brother Thee really loves dragons, they all said. But did he really? Let's find out. One day, up in the clouds, the real dragons of the sky heard the news. These were not paintings, carvings, or little statues. These were giant, magical, scaly dragons with glowing eyes, long whiskers, and the power to fly, swim, breathe clouds, and control the weather. One dragon, named Lil Drake, heard people talking about Brother Thee. This human truly loves dragons. He honors your kind with carvings and pictures. He even put dragon shapes on his furniture. Lil Drake was so touched and said, "Wow, a human who loves dragons as much as I love dumplings. I must visit him and say thank you." So, one peaceful morning, while Brother Thee was drinking tea from his dragon teacup and admiring the dragon painting on his wall, something incredible happened. The sky grew dark. The wind howled. Clouds rolled in like ocean waves. Then, boom! A massive dragon landed in front of Brother Yi's mansion. The earth shook under its claws. It was Lil Drake, a real, living, breathing dragon. His scales shimmered like jade. His eyes glowed like lanterns. His tail knocked over 3 trees just by wagging. Lil Drake lowered his head politely. "Greetings, Brother Thee. I've heard of your great love for dragons." "So, here I am." Brother Thee stared. His jaw dropped. His teacup fell and smashed on the floor. He screamed, "Aha! A dragon, a real one." He turned around, kicked off his dragon slippers, and ran for his life. He pushed over a chair with a dragon carving. He knocked down a dragon painting. He tripped on his own dragon rug. He didn't stop running until he hid under his bed, shivering like a leaf in a storm. Lil Drake gets confused. He scratched his head with a giant claw and said, "Wait, I thought he loved dragons. Why is he running from me like I'm a flying pig? He has my picture on every object he owns, but he's scared of the real me." Lil Drake sighed sadly and flew back into the clouds. He told the other dragons. The Dai doesn't actually love dragons. He only loves the idea of dragons, not real ones like us. When the townspeople found out what had happened, they couldn't stop laughing. Did you hear? Brother Thee met a real dragon, and he ran away screaming. All that dragon stuff, and he's too scared to see the real thing. Guess he doesn't love dragons after all. From that day on, people had a saying, "Brother Thee loves dragons." But what they really meant was, someone says they love something, but only when it's safe, fake, or far away. The moral of the story, this story teaches us something important. It's easy to say you love something when it's just decoration. But when the real thing comes along, will you still love it? Maybe you say, "I want to be a hero." But do you want to work hard and help others? Maybe you say, "I love animals." But would you take care of a muddy, barking puppy? Maybe you say, "I want to be famous." But can you handle the pressure when everyone is watching you all the time? Brother Thee didn't really love dragons. He loved pretending to love dragons. So what happened to Brother Thee? After that embarrassing day, Brother Thee didn't talk about dragons so much anymore. He quietly took down some of the dragon pictures. He replaced his dragon teacups with plain blue ones. And whenever someone asked, "Brother Thee, "Where's your dragon umbrella?" He would blush and say, "Ah, it flew away on a windy day." But the story lived on forever. Parents told it to kids. Teachers told it to students. And even today, when someone brags about loving something but runs when it gets real, people still laugh and say, "Don't be like brother the..." A modern example, imagine a kid named Leo who always says, "I love spiders, they're so cool." He has spider stickers, spider toys, and even a Spider-Man costume. One day at school, his friend brings a tiny real spider in a jar. Leo looks at it and then screams and jumps on a chair. "Get it away from me." Guess what his friends say? "Haha, you're just like Brother the, you don't really love spiders." I know this sounds like a little silly story about Sonyeon who pretends to love dragons, but it's actually happening every single day in our life to anyone. What about when we hear our boyfriends or girlfriends say "I love you"? What about when we hear someone tells us that we are the best friends? The end.